Hi, my name is Miss Thato D. I make videos on motherhood and lifestyle here on YouTube. I'm a mom to a 9-month-old baby boy. I'm a new mom. If you are interested in going on this new mom journey with me, then definitely subscribe and join our little YouTube family. If you are a returning subscriber, like I always say, thank you so much for coming back. I wouldn't be here without you. So you're pregnant. Congratulations. This is such an exciting time in your life. If you're anything like me, then you're probably feeling all of the emotions. You're excited, you're terrified, you're feeling this big sense of urgency, and you just want to be prepared. This video is just for you. I am going to be taking you through 10 things that you need to do right after finding out that you are carrying a little bundle of joy. So if you are interested, then just keep watching. So the first thing that you want to do when you find out that you're pregnant is to make an appointment with your OBGYN. So if you already have an OBGYN, then that's awesome. But if you don't, then you might want to do some research to find out one that works for you. It's really good that you find one that is also accessible to you, that is close by, that you can go to even when you're feeling like really, really low, because pregnancy can really hit you. Make sure you find somebody that's comfortable for you. If you are interested in finding out who my pediatrician was and how to get in touch with him, then you can hit me up on my Instagram. So this appointment would happen when you are about 8 weeks pregnant. That's when they advise that you go in for your first prenatal appointment, because that is when it is easier to see if then there's an actual baby growing inside of you. So at this appointment, you will be getting like a scan or an ultrasound to confirm your pregnancy. You'll get to see like a little bean. A lot of the time as new mamas will not really know what exactly we're looking at. You'll get to hear his heartbeat. And I think that is the most amazing experience, to hear the heartbeat for the very first time. And I would advise that you go with your partner or your husband or girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever is supporting you through your journey, because it's such an amazing experience to experience together, and it really bonds you and really, makes that reality just so real, and then it makes you just feel like you're together through this new experience or this new journey you guys are about to go on. So sometimes you might get your blood drawn and there's going to be some blood work that's going to be done. You might have to do a urine test. My biggest tip when you go to your first appointment is to ask as many questions as you can. There is no harm in that. If you're having any concerns and all that stuff, then definitely go in with a little notepad with all the questions that you might have with your doctor. A big question that you might want to ask is if your doctor does deliveries as well, because that is one thing that I wanted to find out a lot from my OBGYN. So when you're pregnant, there are some essential nutrients that you may need that you might not be getting from the food that you're already eating. So make sure that you get on prenatal vitamins right away. From the moment that you look at that stick and it says pregnant, then run to the drugstore and buy prenatal vitamins. They are everywhere. You can get them from Discam, you can get them from Clicks, you can get them from all your pharmacies. They'll have prenatal vitamins. Also, during your first appointment, it's good to ask your doctor which ones they recommend. And when you are looking for prenatal vitamins, make sure that they have folic acid, because it's going to really help with the development of your growing baby's brain and their spinal cord. So that is a very, very important nutrient that you really, really want to have in your prenatal vitamins. So the third thing is to find out what you can and cannot do. This is also a question that you can also ask your OBGYN during that first appointment. You want to find out the food that you can and cannot eat. You want to find out if, let's say, maybe you are on some kind of medications, to see if those kind of medications are good for you while you are pregnant. An advice that I want to give you is to also be aware of food labels. Maybe a food label will say something like, consult your doctor if you're pregnant or lactating, or if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, or it'll say not suitable for moms who are breastfeeding or who are pregnant. So it's really, really important to look at food labels and really anything that you're going to put in your body, to just look at the label and see if it's really, really safe for you to take. It's also good to find out if there are some activities that you can and cannot do. You want to right away take pictures. videos and just document your pregnancy on however way you're most comfortable with. I did it all. I had a pregnancy journal. I did videos. I took a bunch of pictures when I was pregnant because I wanted to look back on the experience and just see how much my body had changed, how much I had changed. You get really, really emotional when you're pregnant, and sometimes it can feel really, really lonely and nobody can understand you. So when you have a journal just to put down how you're feeling, it's really, really good to just pour out, you know. It's also good to also give to your partner to read when you just really can't communicate like your feelings and all that stuff. The pictures are great to look back on. Let's say you get pregnant again and you can just see and compare pregnancies and be like, oh wow, I got big so quickly this time, and I got big so, you know what I mean? And just kind of have an idea on how different your pregnancies were and all that stuff. So even after you have the baby, it's really good to just look at those pictures and memories and read that journal, and then just see how far you've come and how different your body now looks since being pregnant. It really gives you a big appreciation of what your body has gone through, or what you have gone through mentally, emotionally, physically. And I did it all. Like I said, I did videos, I did pictures, I took a bunch of pictures. I also wrote things down. It is really, really therapeutic, and it really, really helps you through your journey. So definitely do that. To change your lifestyle, to do some lifestyle changes. Now, if you're somebody who smoked before finding out you're pregnant, then you stop that right away, because smoking can be a cause of some complications during your pregnancy as well as during delivery. So that is something that you want to stop right after finding out you're pregnant. So if you're somebody who drinks alcohol, then you might want to stop that as well, because alcohol can contribute to a miscarriage, to stillbirths, can also contribute to some complications during your pregnancy as well as your delivery, and some premature births can be caused by alcohol. There is no reason to put your baby at risk. There are some people who say, I drank throughout my pregnancy and whatnot. You'll never ever know if that is going to be the case for you. So it's better you are safe than sorry. So I would say just stop drinking altogether. Before you found out you're pregnant, you've been out with the girls and had a good time, don't panic. I'm sure that it's okay. In the very, very early days, like the first couple of weeks, I don't think that it's going to be really, really harmful for your baby that you've had a few or whatever. But as soon as you find out you're pregnant, it's very, very safe that you stop right away. If you're somebody who likes coffee and drinks a lot of coffee, then you want to reduce the intake of coffee, because a lot of caffeine can also affect your growing baby. Also, just reduce some other unhealthy liquids like fizzy drinks and energy drinks. Those are some kind of lifestyle changes that you want to look into. So the sixth thing is to decide when you're gonna tell people. So most people wait up until they are 12 weeks along or they're past the first trimester, because that is when the risk of miscarriages has lowered a significant amount. You don't want to put it on social media and all that stuff and have to go back and tell them like really, really sad news. So make that decision knowing all those things. Like I said, it's really, really up to you. And if you do have a job that is strenuous or dangerous, it's really, really advisable that you do tell your employer for your safety and for the safety of your unborn baby. This is the people that are going to be there for you during your pregnancy, and also right after you give birth when you have a newborn, because that is also like a time when you do need like a support system. Now with pregnancy, the initial shock of it can be just overwhelming. If you do have friends or a friend that has had babies before, you'd want to reach out to them and talk to them just so that they take you through that initial shock of finding out that you're pregnant. Whether you plan your pregnancy or you don't, there's always these emotions that you have when you find out that you're pregnant. So it's good to just go through them with somebody that has been through the same thing as you. Now, if you're like me and you didn't have a lot of friends who have been pregnant before, then it's really, really good to seek community through the internet, because that's what I did. I reached out to a lot of moms through Instagram, through like baby apps. I used the Bump app. I also used the What to Expect app. They both have like some community sections where different mamas talk about all the things that they're going through. And it's a good way to meet people as well who are around the same couple of weeks along as you are, because sometimes pregnancy can be like so lonely and can feel so isolating that you might just get into like a depression or slip into like some anxiety. So it's really, really good to have people around you that are gonna help you through all the emotions that you're gonna be going through your pregnancy. Also, your partner is a big part that can help you through your pregnancy. Make sure that you always communicate and talk to them about how you're feeling, what you're going through. Some people are afraid to talk about how hard pregnancy is being on them because of just how sometimes, you know, they go on social media and everybody looks like they're doing great. Pregnancy is just amazing and they're killing the pregnancy game. It's okay sometimes to be like, I am not enjoying this pregnancy. I felt like that sometimes, and I had to just be like, yo, I am not loving being pregnant. I'm having such a difficult time coping. So it's okay to just talk to people. It really, really helps, guys. Family, friends, internet, whatever works for you. Research everything. Some pregnancy apps are just amazing. Whenever you get into a new week or a new day, it'll just show you like what's going on inside of you. There'll be like a short video. I know the bump had like, it'll show you like a short video of all the things that are going on inside of you, how far your baby is growing, what new body parts they have that week. I used the Ovia pregnancy app. I also used the What to Expect app. I'll just show them here. I also used the Baby to Body app, which was really, really good for pregnancy exercises and stuff. A bunch of apps. You can just find what works for you and what is great for you. And all of them will just take you through your pregnancy and kind of help you know what is happening in your body during what week. What other thing apart from apps I did was read books. I had a book. I bought the What to Expect book at Exclusive Books. I will show you the book somewhere here. That's the book that I have. I read it throughout my pregnancy. It also has a chapter on newborn, so it can help you through that newborn phase. If you're somebody who enjoys reading a lot, that book is really, really great. There are a bunch of other books, really, even go exclusive books that you can read that can really, really help you through your pregnancy. Another thing was to watch documentaries, watch movies. I watched a documentary called Babies on Netflix. There's also a documentary called The Beginning of Life. It's also on Netflix. Those things really kind of show you what happens with your baby during that first year, during pregnancy. You can also watch some really feel-good like sitcoms about motherhood. There's a sitcom on Netflix called Working Moms, which is great. There's another one called The Letdown, which is also great. Some movies like What to Expect When You're Expecting, What to Expect When You're Expecting 2, The Switch Up. There's so many parenthood movies that are out there that, you know, you can just watch and then just, you know, feel good about your new journey and all that fun stuff. And babies are not cheap, so you want to start planning for them as soon as you find out that you're pregnant. You start planning for doctor visits, you start planning for scans and ultrasounds because those things are not cheap, for prenatal vitamins, for maternity clothes. You also want to plan for childcare and all those things. Just have an idea of how much these things cost. And another big thing is baby products, clothes, cribs, you know, high chairs, walkers, and all of these things. These things cost money, guys, so you have to have a plan on how you're gonna pay for them. So definitely do the research and find out how much things cost, so that they can really, really help you in terms of how you're gonna plan for your baby financially. So I made a whole video about like how much it really costs to have a baby in BW, so you can go and check out that video and just get an estimate of how much it could cost you to have a baby. If you're somebody who was exercising in the beginning before getting pregnant, then continue with that. Obviously, you have to modify some exercises and stuff like that, because now that you're pregnant, there's some things that you can and cannot do at the gym. Look out for those and do your research on those. Definitely keep working out, keep moving, keep active. I made the mistake of not doing that, and that is why I had a below par pregnancy. But if you're the smart girl, then you are going to work out and keep active. You don't have to do anything hectic. You can just join a yoga class, or you can join a Pilates class, or you can walk a few kilometers a day. It really, really help you stay, you know, healthy, maintain your pregnancy weight, and also just helps with your delivery so that it's a little bit easier and you might enjoy your pregnancy a little bit more. So whatever you do during your pregnancy, make sure that you own it and you are assertive and confident with it. There's so much information, there's so much advice, there's so many people that just want to tell you what to do with your pregnancy. Make sure that you make the decisions that are best for you. I cannot tell you how many people came up to me and told me that I'm oversharing on social media. I shouldn't be telling people what's going on with my pregnancy and all of that. But you guys, let me tell you, I made that decision because I knew that that was what's best for me, because it helped me just not feel alone during that pregnancy, and it is still helping me even today, sharing my experience as a new mom. Some people prefer to keep their things private, and that's okay too, you know. If you want to wear tight clothes, if you want to show your bump, if you want to walk around and be proud of your pregnancy, do it. If you want to stay in the house and just be hidden the whole pregnancy because you were cherishing and you want to have a personal experience with your pregnancy, that is also awesome too. Just make sure whatever you do is what you want to do. Don't let anyone, okay, come up to you and tell you what to do with your pregnancy, with your baby. With that being said, congratulations once again on your pregnancy. You're going to have an amazing time. Being a mom is one of the amazing things that could ever happen to anyone. It literally changed my life, and I know for sure that it's gonna change yours. So congratulations, and I wish you all the best in your journey. And yeah, man, you can just keep on watching all of my videos. Remember to subscribe and like this video if you found it helpful. See you in the next video. Bye.